Looks like the phone box has had a coat of paint. You won't be able to phone a friend now. Cheers everyone. Morning people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a glorious lake district. Blue sky, zero wind, and what is that in the sky? The sun. We don't get that very often over here in the UK. T-shirt on, it's only 8:30 in the morning. It's forecast to be a stunning day and good weather tomorrow as well. So I'm in Eskdale. I've parked on the road just before you go up Hard Knott Pass. There's a few spaces there. Just managed to get the last space. I'm a bit late actually than what I planned. Got stuck behind a bit of traffic. The good weather brings everybody out, and rightly so. It's going to be absolutely stunning in the lakes today. Really looking forward to this one. So I'm making my way up the Great Moss Valley, which in my opinion is a fantastic walk, and it's kind of like the back way to Sca Fell Pike and Sca Fell. It'll make me way up the side of the waterfall, and then make my way up Foxes Gully, get some water at Foxes Tarn, and then on to Sca Fell, not Sca Fell Pike, and potentially camp there for the night. I've camped up there before. I've been up there a couple of times actually, but I've only camped up there once before with a good pal of mine. It was winter time, so with the weather predicted that it is, I'm going to head back up there. I've had a bit of a dilemma all week. If you've done the Wainwrights, you'll probably understand this. Now that I've done all the Wainwrights, you're kind of spoilt for choice as to where you can go. I can go anywhere, but when I was doing the Wainwrights, I picked a few Wainwrights to do and planned my trip and my route around them and where I was going to camp, etc. But now I've done them all, it's kind of like, where do I go? I've plotted a few routes throughout this week. I was even changing my mind on the way up. So, but yeah, I'm going to stick to this one because I think it's a stunning walk, especially the way up, with all the waterfalls, plunge pools, and then you get to the head of the valley. There's a really nice waterfall to climb up the side of. And then you eventually get to Foxes Gully, which is a nice little easy scramble, and then up onto Sca Fell. I did think of going over to Mickledore and go up Lord's Rake. Might still do that, I don't know. You're kind of going out your way to then come back again, and there's no water that side, so it does make sense to go up Foxes Gully. Right. About 2.5 miles of walking, and then we start going up. Right, so we've reached sort of like where the waterfalls start, so going to cross this bridge here, and then we're going to follow it up and over that way. This is where the climbing starts. I say climbing, it just gets steeper really. There's no physical climbing, but you just follow the path up. When I did this walk last time, we were on the other side, over there. So we came up the other side of the valley. See people down there in the river cooling off. Why not? It's just gone 9:30 and it's getting pretty hot. I'm gonna have to put some sun cream on in a bit before I burn. The last time we came, like I say, we were on the other side of the valley and we followed this path, but it kind of goes up there, and there are a few sort of rocky, scrambly little bits. Nothing too bad, whereas on this side you've just got a straightforward path. The only thing is, I think from that side you've got a better view down at the river. The landscape seems to block it out on this side, so that's where we're heading. And then as we turn this corner over there, you'll be able to see the Sca Fells. Fantastic. If you know the Lake District, got the crinkles up there. Just see Bow Fell sticking out, the pointy one. That was my first ever Wainwright, a few years back now. Absolutely stunning. So I'm either going to cross the river at some point here, or I'm going to walk around it and cross it, but I know further down it gets wider, but it's quite deep here. Probably should have crossed it back there actually, but never mind. That's me watch bleeping to tell me to turn left. Even though I know the route, I always plot the route, the way up and the way down. I know exactly where I am and where I'm going, but if you're a regular visitor to the lakes, even in summer, it can change very quickly. And if you lose sight of where you are, it's a bit of backup. But that's not going to happen today or tomorrow. But always plot your route and tell someone where you're going and the route that you're on. Obviously send them the route. Right, this is the shallowest part of the river. Only looks a few inches deep. As long as it don't go over my boots. Thank goodness for Gore-Tex. Wouldn't be able to do that in winter. Probably be waist height. Absolutely stunning. Sca Fell Pike from its better side, I think anyway. Everybody goes lost water, up the tourist route, follow everybody else to the summit. Nobody explores this part. Great Moss Valley, fantastic place. So remote, so quiet. Right, I'm going to stop for a bit of lunch. Put some sun cream on, because I still haven't put any on yet. And then we'll make our way up the waterfall, which is probably out of view, but I can just about see it. Up and around. And make our way up to Foxes Gully. Right, let's find a spot. We'll get the kettle on. So I'm just sat down in the shade, having my brew. And I've got a bit of company. I think I'm in their spot. Right, fed and watered, sun cream on. Little sheep's gone over there. Don't know if you can make her out, hiding under another rock, keeping out the sun. Do you have your spot back now? Just staring at me. Yeah, I bet they're a bit hot today with a woolly coat on. I suppose they're used to it, aren't they? You can make her out there. Right, to keep going, we'll get to the waterfall and then go up the path that goes up the side of it. When I say path, it disappears halfway up, so it's just kind of rocky face. It's not a climb or anything, it's quite easy. Some huge boulders around here, absolutely huge. How many millions of years have they been sat there? Giant's playground. And up to now, I've seen 8 people in total. And I guarantee on Sca Fell Pike there'll be hundreds. I'm just filming this bit on my phone. So we've reached the waterfall and this is what we're going up. Up that. Beautiful. Right, up we go. Really film at the bottom because there's 2 people sunbathing. So that's 10 people I've seen all day. Kind of warms you up for Foxes Gully. Nothing technical, there's just no footpath. watch now telling me my heart rate's gone over 150. I do apologise, my watch bleeping a lot on this one. So it's just little sections like this. You just got to be careful. There's the top, I'm nearly the top. Whew. The top. Whew. What a view. Right, get this little bit, this last little bit done, and then it levels out. Woo. Right, so I've reached the flat bit, sort of at the top of the waterfall, and this is going to take me up to Foxes Gully. If I carry on past Foxes Gully, it'll take me to Mickledore. But I'm going to veer left and go up the gully. I'll just give you a spin round and see what I can see. So, Sca Fell Pike. That's Broad Strand, and then SCAFELL's at the back of it. So you got Mickledore in the middle. If you watch my video, camping amongst the SCAFELLs, where I camped at Little Tarn, it's sort of roughly about here. You'll be able to see it later on when I get up the top. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on. Get to the gully, which isn't that far off now. Just chatting to an American couple over here on holiday, doing the Wainwrights. 30 years on, they're still doing them. Fair play for effort, that. Yeah, every time they come over, they visit friends and tick a couple of Wainwrights off. So yeah, it's good weather for them. I'd hate to come all that way and it's raining. Typical Lakeland weather. So yeah, at least they got decent weather. They actually said they'd been on Sca Fell Pike, and there's hundreds of people up there. I knew there would be. So, see how many are on Sca Fell. Right, so I'm at the head of the Foxes Gully. There's a bloke in front, so I'm just letting him get ahead of me. and quite a few people coming down it. It's a dead easy scramble. Last time I was here it was actually frozen up. So yeah, it's a nice easy steady scramble. So yeah, I'll let this guy get ahead of me and then I'll carry on. Actually people coming down now. I'll try and keep filming. actually stopped for a chat with the bloke that was going up. You alright? Alright. Alright. Foxes Tarn next. Right, so I've reached Foxes Tarn, which is yeah, it's no more than like a pond you'd have in your back garden. I think it's either the smallest or the second smallest tarn in the Lake District. I'm not too sure. So I didn't really want to film when those people were passing me, and I don't think the guy was too impressed as well. I don't like filming when people are about. It's a bit disrespectful, isn't it? But he stopped and chatted to the guy in front of me, and I ended up catching him up. But I moved out of his way to let him down and ended up slipping myself. So yeah, what can you do? So I'm going to get water here. The guy that was in front of me, bloody hell, the rock just fell off that then. A couple of sheep higher up. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, the guy that was in front of me is going up the scree now, so I'm going to go up the scree in a bit and then make my way over to the summit. I'm quite early, a bit ahead of time, and with it being a relatively busy summit, I imagine there's still people up there, so I'm not wanting to pitch for quite a while yet. So right, I'll get my water out the outlet. This doesn't look too great. After 10 minutes, I'll crack on back up there. Right, 2 litres of water on board, courtesy of Foxes Tarn. I do wish someone would invent lightweight water. You don't feel it when you put it in your rucksack. Right, I'm gonna make my way up the scree and then on to Sca Fell Summit. Right, crack on. Not far now. Nearly the top now. That was hard work coming up that scree. I don't remember it being that hard last time. You took 2 steps forward and you slid 3 back. Yeah, that was all going. Right, I'm nearly going to top out now. The summit is just over there. Nearly there. Sca Fell Summit, and there's nobody here because they're all over on Sca Fell Pike. This is such a nicer summit. Views to die for today anyway. Great Gable, where I was about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Kirkfell next to it where I camped. Absolutely stunning. Right, I'm gonna have 5 minutes, 10 minutes here, and then find somewhere to pitch. So finally pitched up for the night. Not a bad spot. Nice view of the valley that I came up today. So I'm back in the Hilleberg Akto. I'll probably be in this tent now for the rest of the summer. I kind of class it as my summer tent. When I originally bought it about 4.5, 5 years ago, I did use it all year round. But past couple of years I just tend to use it in summer. So sun's about to set over that side. So I might pop back up to the summit. So in the morning I should get a sunrise coming from the east. There's actually people on Sca Fell Pike still. They'll all be watching the sunset, I imagine. I'm not on my own. There's a couple of lads over the other side, and I can see someone's pitched the tent. Don't think the camera will pick him out or her out. Somewhere around there. Looks like a Durston X mid. So yeah, I'm just going to chill. Might get some food on. I've had a brew and a chocolate bar, but yeah, I'm getting a bit hungry. But yeah, it's very, very still. Zero wind. Just a really still, calm night. Yeah, perfect. Just come out of the tent for a bit of a wander. I've had me pasta bolognese. So I'm actually stood on Broad Strand, which is the bit that people think they can get down or get up from one to the other, Sca Fell Pike to Sca Fell. As you can see, you can't really. It's that little tarn that I camped at amongst the Sca Fells, I think the video was called. It was about 3 months, 4 months ago. Is there. So Sca Fell Pike Summit, there's actually still people on it. But yeah, and then you've got Mickledore here. So yeah, I basically dropped down to Mickledore, which is where I was planning to camp, but I ended up camping at the little tarn down there, if you can see it. It's a good little spot to pitch at. Yeah. There are actually people climbing up here before. I didn't want to film them in case it put them off. Ropes and pulleys and all sorts of climbing gear, and climbing up the face of Sca Fell. Braver than me. Certainly won't like to come up this lot. You've got to know what you're doing. Certainly have all the right gear. Yeah, they were climbing up this, coming out at the top. Quite surprised when I heard them and then saw them. But yeah, look at this. This is what you call a proper mountain. I don't know if the camera will pick it out. You can see the Westwall Traverse down there, and then the top end of Lord's Rake. But yeah, they were climbing up this pinnacle from the other side. Not too sure how they got back down. But yeah, that is one hell of a drop. Stunning. Scary at the same time. So I'm just going to go up onto Simmons Knott, which is this here. What's the last of the sunset? I think there's a bit left. It's not quite disappeared yet. So if you ever do the Westwall Traverse, this is where you actually come out. Here. From down there. Little marker cairn here. Don't want to get too close to the edge. But yeah, that's the Westwall Traverse, which leads off Lord's Rake. Quite a popular route. Right, let's get up onto Simmons Knott, see what's left of the sunset. Having a beer on Simmons Knott on Sca Fell. Kind of a bit of a sunset left. Not a bad life, is it? Cheers everyone. Can't beat this. Can't beat it. Right, I'm all tucked up in my sleeping bag. I'm just going to finish this hot chocolate and then get some shut eye. Really enjoyed it today. Really have. Proper hike today. I love that Great Moss Valley. It's such a superb place. So remote, so quiet. Just absolutely stunning views coming up that valley today. And the weather's been absolutely spot on. A little bit on the warm side, but at least it's not raining. So I ended up going over to the two blokes over the other side,
had a chat with them for a couple of hours. So they actually came up Lord's Rake in the Westwall Traverse onto Sca Fell. They're actually going back the same way as me in the morning. So yeah, decent blokes. So right, I'm going to finish this and then get some shut-eye. So I will bid you a good night. Night for now.
Morning. I've actually slept in a bit. It's 10 to 7. I meant to wake up for the sunrise, which I did, and then I thought I'll just have another 5 minutes, you know, like you do. And then next thing I knew, it was 6:30. So I've missed it. So I'm just going to make a first brew and get packed up. Where I am, there'll be people coming up here quite early, I imagine. So yeah, I'll get packed up quite early. It's absolutely glorious. It's going to be another red hot day. But yeah, not the best night's sleep. Couldn't get comfy. You know when you're on a bit of an angle. I kept sliding off the mat. Yeah, I just couldn't get comfy at all. So yeah, not the best night's sleep. Alright, I'll get this brew on. Get sorted in here and yeah, start packing up. And get out of here. But yeah, it's going to be another red hot day. So bit of sun cream on I think before I leave. Right, let's get a brew.
Not a bad morning. I'll take this. If you're into wild camping in the UK, it's rare that we get this. Everything's bone dry, which is nice. Nice change. Looks like the lads over there have gone. I did hear voices about an hour ago, so it must have been them. And there was someone on that ridge over there and they've gone. So I've got the place to myself. Can't complain. A couple of people on Sca Fell Pike. Probably watching the sunrise. So I'm going to head back up to Sca Fell and then drop back down to Slight Side and then just keep following it down, and that'll take me back down to the car. It's about 5 mile. I think the journey's 5 mile here and about 5 mile back, so 10 in total. It's not a bad one to do. Absolutely stunning morning. Fantastic. See for miles. It makes you realise when you do summer camps like this how easy they are compared to winter camping. Although winter camping's got its own aspects and everything's different, summer camping's so much easier. You know, it feels warm, everything's dry. Yeah, it's going to be a lovely day today. Right, gonna finish my brew, we'll get packed up and we'll get moving. Right, we're all packed up. We know the score, we leave no trace. Apart from a bit of flat grass, no one would know I'd been there. I actually put the tent over a bit of a divot, so that's why the mat was on a bit of a funny angle. I didn't notice it when I put the tents up. So, factor 50 applied. It's not very often I'll say that before leaving camp. Back up to Sca Fell. and then down over the other side and straight down via Slight Side, which is another way, right? Right, let's get going. That Slight Side behind me, which is there. There's actually a couple of people on it, so I didn't get the camera out, and I've done it before, so pretty easy going now, all downhill. Just got to follow this valley all the way down and then across. Still got a couple of miles to go, but once I get down this bit, it's pretty easy walking. I'm on the level bit now. It is pretty boggy, despite the hot weather. Yeah, it's pretty, apart from the bog, pretty easy going. Right, I'm almost down at the car and I can't wait to get back in it and get that air conditioning on. It is boiling, definitely hotter today than it was yesterday. So I hope people have got plenty of water with them and packed the sunscreen. Fantastic hike yesterday, absolutely loved it going up the Great Moss Valley. It's such a remote place, but it's so beautiful going up there. And then a nice easy scramble up Foxes Gully onto Sca Fell for the night, which in my opinion, it's just one of the best mountains in the Lake District, but everybody goes to Sca Fell Pike. But Sca Fell, yeah, it's a fantastic mountain. So if you've got any comments, any questions, get in the comments box below and I'll get back to you. If you haven't subscribed, if you'd maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and it'll just help the channel grow a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.